Hello and welcome to this mid-innings analysis of the first ODI between South Africa and India. South Africa have posted a huge 296 for 4 against India. I'm Abhishek Paul, and joining me in this discussion is my colleague Nikhil Narayan. Uh, first to give our viewers a brief idea about what happened today. India started really well. In 18 overs, they reduced South Africa to 68 for 3. At that time, it seemed like South Africa were really slow off the blocks, and then came a historic, mind you, it was a historic partnership between Temba Bavuma, the skipper, and Rassie van der Dussen. They were involved in a 204-run stand. It's the second highest stand by any South African batters against Indian ODIs. Nikhil, firstly, the more said about this partnership, the less, it was a brilliant stand under pressure. South Africa were truly struggling, 68 for 3. And from there, they were at one point of time, they were even going less than 4 per over. And from there, they have taken the target to, the total to almost 300.
Yes, Abhishek, brilliant batting by South Africa. Quite frankly, I didn't expect them to reach anywhere the total they have. I remember pinging you and saying this is a snooze fest. It's such a boring match. South Africa can't bat, but they have proven all of us wrong. They started off slowly, especially Bavuma, but the way they built their innings, especially after Rassie van der Dussen came out to bat, he came out as an aggressor. He was the aggressor in the partnership. And the 50 partnership came off 46 balls, then the 100 partnership of 98, and then the 200 partnership. Only the second double century stand for South Africa versus India ever, after Gibbs and Kirsten has put together 235 in Kochi in 2000. It's the highest fourth wickets partnership ever for South Africa versus India. It's the second highest partnership ever at PAL after the 258 Ganguly and Tendulkar put here in 2001 against Kenya. So a brilliant batting display by Bavuma, who was the anchor, and Rassie van der Dussen. I was looking at some numbers. Bavuma has, a brilliant ODI record. He has an average of 55. The early days, I think only 13 innings or so, but, that's a great start to his ODI career. And Rassie van der Dussen has an average of around 75 in ODI cricket. Again, 20 odd ODIs, but again, a brilliant start for him in his 50-over career. So I think the Test series marked a resurgence for South Africa in Test cricket. If they go on to win this match, it could mark a resurgence for them in one-day cricket. Having said that, I think South Africa have scored 50 runs above par, Abhishek. 276 is the average first innings score here, batting first in the last 5 matches. No one has chased more than 248 for victory at PAL. So I think South Africa will are in the driver's seat. It's a slowish wicket, although small boundaries. But India has the batting to chase this down. They've never chased this target down before anywhere in South Africa. But they have the batting. So let's see.
Right. And Nikhil, not just in the last 5 ODIs. In fact, in the last 13 ODIs, the highest successful target that was chased, it was 248. And the reason South Africa are well and above that mark is because obviously Temba Bavuma, these are still early days, and I think after this century his average will almost, I think it will surpass 60. And of course Rassie van der Dussen, coming in at number 5, his 129 not out is the second highest score by a number 5 or lower batsman in ODIs against India. So it was truly a historic knock. But let's come to India now, Nikhil. why did you think India fell short? The start was well. Bumrah took an early wicket. Then Ashwin, bowling in his first ODI in almost 4 years, he took the wicket of Quinton de Kock. Markram was run out. Yeah. Things were looking really well, and then this happened. Do you think there was some lack of idea, lack of imagination from the Indian bowlers?
Yeah, I think Bumrah started off really well. He was the pick of the bowlers for India today. 10 overs, 48 runs in a high-scoring match. Brilliant by Bumrah. Ashwin was also very good in his opening spell, but he did not pick a wicket later on in the innings. I think the two big disappointments today were, one, Yuzvendra Chahal. He did not pick any wickets in the middle overs. He failed to control the flow of runs. The Chahal of 2017, 18, 19 did this brilliantly for India along with Kuldeep Yadav. They formed the famous partnership called Kulcha, right? And then when he stopped doing this, he was removed from the Indian team. So Yuzvendra Chahal, I'm surprised he didn't make a difference. I think one of the reasons, Abhishek, was that he was operating on a middle and leg line and not outside the off stump, on or outside the off stump. I think that's a mistake Chahal made. He should operate out on or outside the off stump. So the line was a problem for Chahal. The other bowler who disappointed me was Shardul Thakur, not for his lack of effort, but on a flat track, Shardul Thakur will always face this problem because he doesn't have that much pace. He gives it all, but on a flat track, he will be taken apart. And today he went for above 70 in his 10 overs. Economy rate has been a problem with Thakur lately in ODIs, and he needs to look into that, especially on flat tracks. Also, I think KL Rahul's captaincy today was, his first match, so one cannot be too critical, but, not after in the middle overs, not enough bowling changes. The field was spread. He let the match drag on, played into the hands of the partnership. I think, and there was lack of energy on the field, a very different sort of feeling when Virat Kohli was captain. The different personalities, I agree, but I think Rahul soon needs to take charge, little more energy, enthusiasm on the field.
Yeah, almost. We are seeing him. If I may say so, it looked like, we are seeing it on screen, on television. It looked like he was a little bit lax. There was no sort of bowling changes. The last time, as you correctly mentioned, Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav, they just ruled the middle overs. Both of them took, if I'm not wrong, one took 19 wickets, another took 17 wickets. They were the top wicket takers in the last ODI series, which was, in fact, the maiden ODI series win in South Africa for India. But this time, it's a different challenge with the kind of batting that India has produced. And Shardul Thakur, of course, you correctly mentioned. In fact, I was looking to his records in 11 of the last 12 ODIs that he has played. He has had an economy of more than 6. So, but he really needs to buck up, right? You have a guy. I don't know why Venkatesh Iyer, if you are seeing him as that potential 6th bowler option, when this partnership was going on, they scored a 204-run partnership, and with nobody being able to take wickets, I don't know why he was not used. If grooming is your motive, might as well use it from the first match, right, Nikhil?
Absolutely. I'm very surprised that Venkatesh Iyer wasn't used at all. India just used 5 bowlers, especially when they were leaking runs. Venkatesh Iyer has been a partnership breaker. He's done well with the ball in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. Why didn't KL Rahul use Venkatesh Iyer? Is he carrying a niggle? Was it his first match? That can't be a reason. Just because he's making his ODI debut doesn't mean he does not bowl, right? I think I don't know why Venkatesh Iyer wasn't bowled in this match. A little bit perplexing for me.
Yeah, we did talk. You correctly mentioned, with 6 bowlers, you have the option. You are using only 5 bowlers. We are just minutes away from the start of the Indian innings. What to expect? Of course, KL Rahul will be opening. He mentioned it clearly last evening that he is going to bat top of the order. What to expect, from this batting lineup? They have the firepower, but again, such a high target has never been chased in this ground.
Also, India will have to break their own record. The highest chase anywhere in South Africa against any opposition was against Pakistan, 276 at Centurion in the 2003 World Cup, a match all of us remember very fondly. So India will have to create a new record for themselves. India can chase this target down. History is against them, but they can chase this target down. They have the batting lineup, but it won't be that easy. The wicket is flat, but it's also slightly slow. So you need to, build a partnership. You cannot go all guns blazing from the start. You have to bat old-fashioned ODI way, build a partnership and later accelerate. India has the batting, so don't count India out yet.
Right. I think the Indian batters, they should take a cue from the way Temba Bavuma batted. He was not really fast off the blocks, but then batted responsibly and then scored 110. Of course, India need at least one or two big stands if they are to take 1-0 lead in this series. We'll have to wait and watch what happens to this match. Thank you so much, Nikhil, for joining us. We'll again join after the end of the match. Till then, goodbye.